Snake, Canavar Church. Snake Church is a cavernous monastic complex in Soğanlı Valley. The isolated courtyard features many rooms, including 2 refectories, monks' dining hall, and a double-nave church. The courtyard area shows obvious signs of deterioration. The monastic courtyard was once very impressive, carved deeply into the singular rock outcropping. The area was haphazardly constructed with many rooms. The rooms on the immediate right are the church. The space in the right corner has several spaces and tunnels. The back wall has 2 decorated entrances leading into elongated halls. Both halls have rock tables in the far back, so the spaces were used as refectories for the communal meals. The refectory tables are strangely carved in pieces. Cappadocia rock tables are always long and singular as a symbol of unity among the monks, so these tables were probably subdivided later. An impressive kitchen appears in the courtyard's back left corner. The space has a large conical dome for ventilation. Underneath is the tandır cooking pit. The 3 mushroom-shaped recesses are bread ovens. A fire in the center area baked dough which was placed on the shelf. A long shelf or counter lines the back wall. The room is oversized compared to other Cappadocian kitchens, so it served multiple functions. Church layout. In the right nave, the back part, the arched ceiling, has the 3 bearded men with wavy hair are the patriarchs. Their names, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, are labeled in white letters. The 12 heads in their bosom represent their descendants, the 12 tribes of Israel. The apex of the roof is a unique icon of Jesus. He appears as an old man with white hair, sunken cheeks, and elderly beard. Jesus died at age 33, and icons usually portray him around this age. This style overlooks history to make a theological point. Jesus' face and hair are identical to the 3 patriarchs of Israel. This communicates that Jesus is the fulfillment of God's promises to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to make their descendants a great nation through whom all nations will be blessed. The icon is titled Jesus Christ, Ancient of Days. This term derives from the apocalyptic narrative in Daniel 7. In the prophet's vision of the heavenly throne, the Ancient of Days, a Hebrew phrase for eternal God, sits rules upon the throne. Early Christians, based on the textual echoes of Daniel 7 in Revelation 1, identified Jesus as the Ancient of Days figure. In Orthodox iconography, the figure of Jesus as an old man symbolizes his eternality. These 4 white-bearded icons were later additions, perhaps as late as the 15th century during the Ottoman Empire. These pictures may represent some of the latest paintings in Cappadocian cave churches. The front half of the vaulted ceiling conflates 2 sets of people. The first row of 6 people on each side are Jesus's 12 apostles. They sit enthroned, holding a book with their own name. The apostles closest to the apse are Peter, left, and Paul, right. Behind the 12 apostles on both sides is a large group of about 100 saints. Their halos alternate between the three primary colors. The artist only painted the faces of saints in the first row. Saints in the back hold spears, which may indicate either they were Roman soldiers or, more likely, depict them as spiritual warriors in God's battle against sin and Satan. Despite some claims, these saints are not the 40 martyrs of Sebaste. There are far more than 40 saints in the picture, and they are not holding white crosses, the standard identifying mark of martyrs. The apse has become a storage area for rocks from the fallen external wall. The only apse furniture is an attached altar. The conch, upper rounded part, is the icon scene of Deesis. A red band encircles the bust of Jesus and the heads of Mary, left, and John, right. Communion of the apostles appears in the middle of the apse. Jesus is the priest behind the altar, handing the bread and wine to his disciples, 6 on each side. This is the only non-gospel scene from Jesus' life to appear in paintings. The event is not historical, as Jesus never administered communion to his apostles, nor appeared as two people. The image theologically interprets the liturgical activities at the altar. The worshipper continues this tradition of Jesus when receiving communion from the priest. The apse scene provides historic continuity and theological meaning for the Eucharistic liturgy. The two burial niches, acrosolia, on the right wall are also painted. The deep chambers each have room for 2 people. The recesses are painted with famous saints standing over the deceased body, like guardians in active watch. In the left acrosolium, the patron Eudokia wears an elegant headpiece and stands full-sized next to Saint Catherine. In the left nave, the paintings are barely visible through the soot. On the back wall, left of the door, appears Saint George on a horse spearing a snake, the church's modern namesake. Yılanlı Church and its surrounding complex first appears as a damaged, uninteresting site, but under the dark soot is a robust painting program with rich theological insights.